Fun to have you watching live from Atlanta, and that's Jimmie Johnson, Team 48 in victory lane, celebrating, and his daughter Genevieve there kind of keeping everybody in line in the celebration. And now here in the Hollywood Hotel, Jimmie joins us with Kenny and Michael. Congratulations. We heard you say in victory lane, hey, whatever you guys did, great, thanks. Last night when you went to sleep, did you think you had a car that would win this race?
No, I didn't.
Really?
I felt like we had a top 5 car. But to outrun the 4 or the 11 here, it just takes so much to do that. So I knew, though, when they dropped the flag, and I think we started 37th, and it wasn't long, I guess by the competition caution, we're in 15th or 16th. I thought we might have some for those guys. And I was right with the 4 coming through the pack.
And you see his line. He is so good here. He talks about timing and rhythm to run well here. You followed him early in the going. Do you focus on the same types of things? Not overdriving the car in the corner, keeping it really down on that yellow line?
It is so tough. And I had great fortune of following him early in the race and also late in the race. And then I was leading at one point and kept making mistakes and would watch him close up. So it is so tricky to run the line like he does here. I think we had a car that was more capable of doing it, and then staying disciplined. It's such a fine line because you have to roll in there fast enough. But if you don't roll in fast enough, you'll run over the apron. You get in too fast, you miss the line. It's a tricky deal to get right.
So I said, be careful, you all are going to wake up the sleeping giant, and you're wide awake now. But you said something in victory lane that caught me off guard. You said, this is a whole new team. What were you talking about?
Yeah, I guess from a mechanical side, we're still the same group of guys. But from an engineering side, so much has changed at Hendrick Motorsports. We had Kenny Francis move away from being a crew chief into the head of our engineering department. And then from there down, a lot of changes have been made. And we have 3 new engineers in our truck, helping make the decisions on the 48 this year. And to sit down and brainstorm with them all last night, before I went to the Supercross race, of course, and let them digest it and fix it and drop the flag today and take off and go to the front like I did. It was amazing.
Yeah,
they
so
did a
when you
great
always
job.
thank the guys back at the shop, that's what you mean. Last year at the end of the year, you said, and it was just an off year for you, but for most, said we weren't as connected. We didn't click like we used to. It's early, but has something changed? Has something clicked already or connected early for you?
I think today's proof. The fact that I could fill out my reports, express what I was feeling with the race car, go to the Supercross race and have a great time last night, show up, drive the car today and have it be that fast. The connection is there, and it's really, as Mike and Kenny know, when you're driving the car, you're expressing what you're feeling. And for somebody to understand what you're feeling and then know how to fix it, that is the toughest thing to do in this business. And it looks like we're on track for that.
You and Chad have done a great job of that. He can tell by the way you talk how bad the car is.
Yep.
Tell everybody how fun it was to go to the Supercross, see your buddy Ryan Dungey get a big win last night, and then him get to celebrate your win with you here today.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome to pull it off. And growing up on 2 wheels like I did, it was so much fun last night to go watch those guys, watch the gate drop. A few more guys came around today. Chad Reed was here, and it's cool to see those 2 worlds kind of intermix.
And you got the call from Rick Hendrick.
I did. 2 of them. The first one was on mute somehow. We couldn't really connect.
Here?
So
Okay.
Second one worked.
I got you back. You are the king of 1.5-mile tracks. 21st win. That's the most all-time of any driver. We're going to go to Las Vegas, where you've won 4 times. Also 1.5 miles. We know that's the most tracks when you get into the chase in terms of length. So it's right in your wheelhouse.
Man, it is. And I'll be in the Cobalt car at the Cobalt Tools 400. So to take my sponsor's trophy out of there would just be awesome.
Okay, so you've won 6 championships. You're the perfect person to finally put a rest to this. Can you tell the new rule changes?
Oh yeah, you can tell for sure.
You can. Okay.
This track is, you slip and slide a lot here. So I do know the car. You can slide it much further than you could last year. The horsepower you definitely feel. I mean, it's a lot slower than what it was before. But Vegas, we'll see how that knife edge is and if we can still drift the cars.
And I think Vegas is going to be more interesting than here in Atlanta because you slid anyway, even with that big old spoiler on the back here at Atlanta. You go out there's more grip. The cars are glued more. So when you do break loose, it's probably going to be a bigger difference than you've ever felt before. And we've seen you spin out before because you like the car so loose. You've got to have the feeling that maybe that's going to be an advantage for you when you get to Vegas.
I hope so, and I think that the rules package and the lower downforce stuff is just going to help me in general. Last year the cars were so stuck that that plus some other issues I think kept us back. So this year could be a really good year for us.
I've spun out too.
In between your
championships
and wins, you balance the family life. It's great having your daughter your wife, the whole family.
Thank you.
Oh, there she is. She's
writing notes for the next segment.
Those notes for Chad Canales. Is that what's going on?
I said your wife's so good looking, she should walk right through our screen here. It would help improve
there's
the
the head
show.
shake.
Hi,
You guys are going to get me in hot water before I ever get home.
We're bragging on her.
When the day started with the rain and the possibilities, the delay, what was going through your mind at that point in terms of the kind of day or what you'd have to do?
I'm thinking we move this race to an earlier date on the schedule.
Right,
really?
second race, yes, for the first time.
April be?
So I think it was cloudy in Phoenix or cold
Right.
in some of the other places. I think Texas had some weather issues, but now we go on this is a little unusual to go 3 straight races on the West Coast and back near your hometown near San Diego, and we go from Vegas to Phoenix to Fontana, the Speedway in Southern California.
I think 3 great racetracks. Phoenix has been a little tough on me personally, but we've been there the last few times with sold out racetracks. So that's awesome. The fans are into it. I think California puts on some of the best racing we've seen.
Yep.
So we're going to have a great opening to the 2015 NASCAR season.
Well, thanks for stopping in. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Let you spend time with the family. Jimmie Johnson, the 48 Chevrolet, Hendrick Motorsports, and we'll see him in Las Vegas, where he has been on a roll the last few times he's been there. You're watching Victory Lane here on Fox Sports 1. Jimmie, he could be the one with what he pulled off today.